All right, good morning, everybody. This is Kevin, one of your trainers up in Eau Claire. A lot of you might know this, but a lot of, especially my burn ladies, I played college basketball. So today we are going to be going through a few different drills. You know, I just think about all of the kids down to, down from lower elementary up all the way through college athletes. You might have a driveway hoop at home. Unfortunately, all of our parks, all the hoops are boarded off, so we can't use those. But if you are one of the lucky ones and you have a hoop at home, and some of these drills are going to be perfect for you. So today I'm going to take you through a whole bunch of different things. We're going to talk dribbling, we're going to talk shooting, we'll break into some guard and post moves, and we'll break it down right there. So to start, we're going to work on dribbling right off the bat, so I'll show you one of my favorite dribbling drills right here. We're going to start off with dribbling right here. Whenever you are dribbling, remember you want to be using those finger pads of your hand, not your fingertips, and you're not slapping that basketball. You want to use your finger pads nice and soft, and you want to make sure your knees are bent and your eyes are up. Do your best not to look at that basketball. The first thing that we are going to do is actually involving two basketballs. One of my favorite drills to warm up, just get used to having the basketball in my hands, is a 2-ball dribbling drill. So we're gonna go through a whole series of different drills, different moves that you can do with two basketballs. If you do not have two basketballs, or you're not quite there yet where you can't handle two at once, that is a-okay. Simply drop one, go one hand at a time, do a few, and then switch hands into that other one. So you're practicing both hands equally. You want to be able to use both hands when you dribble the basketball. So here is a montage of a whole bunch of different drills and different sequences that you can do for 2-ball basketball dribbling. So there were a ton of different examples for things that you can do. Start with dribbling, all right? Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes getting your heart rate up a little bit and warming up those hands. Just get used to having that basketball in your hands. Everything else is going to result in better performance during your practice session here because you are just used to having the basketball in your hands right from warm up. So spend 5 to 10 minutes with that, and remember, challenge yourself. If you're losing the ball every once in a while, that is a really, really good thing. That means you are challenging yourself and you are pushing yourself to develop some new skills. So get out of your comfort zone in that and have a little fun with it, all right? Up next, we are going to talk about some of the guard drills that we're gonna do, okay? So if you're a guard, generally a smaller person, on your team, you're going to play outside the wings. We're gonna do a couple dribbling drills, and ideally, you would do some finishes, some different ways to score as well. I can show you those, but obviously it's going to be a little tricky for me because my hoop is blocked off here. So I'll show you examples of those, but we're gonna go through a bunch of series of moves for guards. If you are a post player, do these as well, all right? This is only going to improve your skill. It is only going to develop a whole bunch of different things that are going to be useful for you as a post player. So we'll get into your moves in a bit, but for now, here are some guard moves and drills that you can do in your driveway. All right, guards, before we get started on these drills, you will need some sort of an obstacle to go around, all right? Today, I love using chairs, all right? I love using chairs. I take them out of my garage, set them up in the driveway. Use an object, whether that's a cone, a chair, whatever you have in your garage, but set it up because it acts as help to you so that you can pretend that there's actually a defender there. So you can make the move on the defender and then go up and finish that layup. So it's a little better than not having somebody there because it makes it more realistic and helps you really refine those skills. So set something up. I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of different dribbling options. I won't show you the finishes today, and different ways to score the basketball, but be creative with those. Think about how you score in a game. Maybe it's a regular layup, maybe it's a layup on the opposite side, a reverse, maybe you're coming up and under, maybe you're doing an opposite hand on that same side. Be creative with it, all right? Maybe you're doing floaters. Maybe you're doing floaters over the front of the rim. Be creative with it, but each dribbling move, think about practicing each one maybe, 5, 6, 7 times before you move on to that next one. You kind of want to lock it in and develop that skill before you move right on to that next one. So here are a bunch of different things that you can do on this chair. All right, everybody, a lot of those moves right there were off the dribble. You were already moving. This time we're gonna do a couple different things where you catch the ball and then you make that move. One of them is going to be what is called a bounce back, and then we're gonna work on some jab steps and some shot fakes as well. So here's some of those moves. Guards, last set of moves right here. We are going to add a second obstacle, kind of offset them like this, because this is going to act like that secondary defender that you might have to do an additional move to get past. Once you get past that first one, you might have to do another move. So offset them a little bit right here. You will attack that first chair first, and then you will do another move off that. So here are a few examples of that. Guards, those were some drills for you. If you're a post player, definitely do those guard drills. They are definitely going to help you. You want to develop your overall skill level. You want to get good at dribbling as well, all right? Post players, these drills are for you as well. Guards, please do them. You're going to find yourself in the post as well. So post players, you're still going to use that chair, except I want you to set it up closer to the basket, more so where that block would be, maybe a foot or two out from that on both sides. You're going to do all of these drills on both sides of the hoop because you got to practice wherever you are posting up. So if you have a carrying adult that wants to stand in for that chair or whatever obstacle you're using, go for it. They can add a little extra pressure on these moves. But here are a bunch of moves that you can practice for in the post. Post, those were your moves right there. Again, make sure if you're a guard, you're doing the post moves as well. If you're a post, you're doing the guard moves. You never know where you're going to end up on the basketball court, and it's really important to be good at both of them. All right? So when you're doing all of these drills, no matter what it is, do them a few times. Like I said before, a few times means 5, 6, 7, up to 10 times in a row of that same move before you move on to that next move. You should spend some time, work on those moves, all right? Get good at them, especially as you start to get better, all right? If you are younger and some of those moves were a little advanced for you, that is a-okay. Slow it down, do your best. Maybe you're not ready for those 2 chairs yet for the guard drills. That's totally fine. Take 1 chair out, just practice those moves on that first chair. Do what's good for you, but make sure you are challenging yourself as well. And again, anytime that you go up, whether it was in the post drills or in the guard drills, practice a whole bunch of different finishes. Maybe you're doing the same move, but you are practicing different ways to finish. In the post, maybe you're doing a shot fake and you go up with your right hand. Maybe you do a shot fake and you turn and do a regular jump shot, all right? Mix it up. Act like and envision you are in a true game or you are in practice and you're really getting better at those, all right? It's performance. So, last but not least, we're getting into some shooting drills, all right? So when you are shooting, you're going to pick several different spots, but you're going to shoot at least 7 times from each, all right? We always used to do make 7 from the 7 spots. Those 7 spots were baseline, free throw, baseline, and then 4 3-pointers outside of that. So choose your spots wisely. Where do you shoot on the basketball court when you are in a game, all right? Where do you shoot? Don't practice threes if you don't shoot threes, all right? You might want to, maybe if you're starting to get out to that range, then maybe you would want to shoot those 3-pointers, all right? But If you are shooting somewhere and your form is not great, remember it is balance, eyes, elbow, follow through every single time you're shooting. If your form is not great, if you have to kind of move your body and shoot it, that is going to be too far for you, all right? We don't want you practicing those kind of shots because that will develop some bad habits into the future, and then you'll have to break those habits so that we can improve that shot. So practice within your range. Shoot from 7 spots, shoot 7 times at each one. See how many you make, all right? See how many you make. And then I always end my sessions shooting 10, 20 free throws, however many you want to do. Depends on how much you want to work on those free throws, all right? Shoot some free throws, about 15 feet out, right from the front of the rim. Just slow that down. It works as a cool down for your workout session. So shoot those free throws. Try to improve every single time and do your best, all right? So hopefully these drills really helped you. Take what you can take from it, all right? If something's too advanced, that's all right. Work up to it, work up to it. So hopefully this was really beneficial for you. If you have any questions, again, my name's Kevin, reach out, all right? I would be more than happy to help you along this journey, all right? Have fun in your driveway, play around with it, go get better. We'll see you later.